Hi, Daniel here. You probably remember me from my catering blog. The catering's not around right now, but I thought I'd introduce you to my new daily driver, my Ferrari 458 Italia. Here it is, in gleaming Grigio Silverstone grey. There's a black roof, creamer leather interior. Let's just have a quick walk around. 20-inch wheels with the 5-spoke in like a grey colour. Rear of the car, 3 exhaust pipes in homage to the F40. Nice rear lights. From the other side, the front, right down the front here we go. Okay, right, let's have a bit more of a detailed look at it then. Starting at the front, 398mm front discs behind 20-inch 5-spoke alloys. It's a 6-pot caliper in there, made by Brembo. Carbon ceramic discs as standard. Very good stoppers. Trust me, I've used them already. We've got the Ferrari Scuderia shields on the front wings. Like we say, it's in Grigio Silverstone metallic grey with black roof. Petrol cap here. On either side there's this Pininfarina badge. I've just washed it, so there's a couple of little bits still left on there. 20-inch wheels on the back. I think the discs on the back are 360mm with a 4-pot caliper. Nice big diffuser down here, generating loads of lovely downforce for track days and other lovely action. 3 exhaust pipes. You can just see in there, if it loads up, the pipes seem to be like a tailpipe cover, and the actual pipe inside. There we go. Anyway, that's a bit boring. Here we go. Ferrari badge, and there's the engine. 4 litre V8, 562 horsepower. Okay, right, let's open it up. Here's the key. Left hand button opens it up. And just pull it, and in we go. Excuse me. Alright, inside we have these carbon half door panels and creamer leather interior, which is a additional option. Quite like it now. At first I didn't like it, but I'm beginning to it's beginning to grow on me. So the carbon extends around the back here. In the back we've got speakers behind the headrests, glass panel at the back, and then through there you can see the engine. You can kind of just see it when you're driving along, which is nice. It has a leather headliner, that's an option. Okay, we've got a carbon fibre driver's tunnel here, and then the edges of the tunnel are finished in the creamer leather. Creamer leather seats here with this kind of Daytona-y stitching, I think this is called. Again, same on the other side with the carbon door insert. Here's the dash, 458 Italia badge. Moving along, this is the passenger side air vent. The climate control here, passenger side, driver's side. Then using the mono button you can control either the whole car, or you can have different temperatures either side. Down here we've got the lovely launch button. Not got around to using that yet, but that won't take too long, I don't think. Reverse, and then auto. The left and right windows. Moving back along here, there's this small open button. If you press that open button, that Opens the glove box, and there's a CD for, I think, the sat nav, and then my iPod in there. Let's close that away. Okay, let's go down to the driver's panel. Alright, on the left here we've got a kind of toggle switch, air vents. This car has a red rev counter. There's a LCD either side of the rev counter. The left hand one usually I have as the standard odometer, and then the right hand one the music on the iPod or radio or whatever. Over here we've got lighting info. Just leave it on auto pretty much, it's quite easy. Electric folding wing mirrors, which is convenient because you can't probably tell there, but it won't fit in the garage without folding the wing mirrors in. Another air vent, and then some main menu info here, which is for setting up the iPod, radio, and so on. Okay, let's have a look at the steering wheel. Obviously beautiful Ferrari badge there. And this button is the one to get going, engine start. We've also got the bumpy road suspension button, quite useful in the UK. And then controversially we have the indicators on the steering wheel. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but quite quickly it's surprisingly usable. And down here we have the Manatino engine mode switch. We have wet mode for driving around in wet. And then we have sport, which is a little bit faster. Gear change is a bit more responsive, changes the traction control, the F1 track, the electronic diff, blah 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 blah. Race opens up the exhaust flaps, so it makes plenty of noise, nice and quick. Traction control off, tried that once, nearly killed me. We'll be trying it again on the track sometime soon. And then the full works off setting. Okay, so that's pretty much the interior. Oh, I forgot, it also has 2 cup holders. Can you believe it? Wow, fantastic. I guess we'll have a quick look outside and then I'll give it a quick start up. Right, so down here we've got the front bonnet opener, and then the fuel flap, and then down here we also have a cat's hair and the engine opening section. So let's open both. That's the front open, and pull up the engine. Out here, quite straightforward. Just got one of these red, put my keys in my pocket, one of these usual red levers, push that, and then up it comes. The actual section that opens is quite big. I used to have a Porsche 911 997 variant, and I think this boot, or I guess you could call it the boot, or as in America they'll call it the trunk, is actually bigger. You can fit more space in here. This is just the number plate, some Ferrari bits in here. I don't actually know what's in there, I've not even looked. I think this one is the run flat tyre info stuff. Okay, so that's the front of it. Let's close that. These flaps down here, I'm sure you know, but these things deflect down at high speed, which basically creates a bubble of air around the bottom here, and then that pushes the air underneath the car, which adds to the downforce and whatever else. The washer jets. The headlights look really nice when they're on. This air vent here, this channels the air up and over the car, and I believe it flows around here and then back down into this section down here, and around here into the engine as well. Let's have a look at the engine. Giving it a little bit of a clean, but still a bit grubby. I'm going to be doing some work on this to clean it up nicely. Yeah, 4.5 V8 562 horsepower, and it feels really quick on the roads. Double clutch gearbox, 7-speed, dry sump system, absolutely great piece of kit. So a bit of a look inside the glass panel into the driver's bay there. Okay. Let's get back in again. Let's give it a start up. So in we get the keys out. Key goes into the ignition as per normal. One thing I didn't show you a moment ago, we've got the carbon fibre paddle shift system here, and the carbon fibre steering wheel with the shift lights in the top of the steering wheel. I believe that's called the carbon fibre driver zone. Excuse me. Okay, so just turn the key. The lights on top light up. Here we've got okay, let's just go through some info here. Right, at the moment I've got it in race mode. Let's put it on sport, which would be probably the standard mode for driving around town, I guess. So like I said earlier, the odometer I've got on the left here, but you can cycle through the different settings. One sec. Here for coolant and oil temperature, oil pressure, and battery charge. Quite nice to put it onto the oil pressure setting, oil temperature and coolant temperature setting, so you know when it's warm enough to give it the beans. Rev counter, and then if we click on the menu system here, you can see you can scroll up using this toggle switch here into the navigation, the Bluetooth phone system, radio or media. I believe it's got a hard disk drive on board on this one, but I've got the iPod plugged in anyway. So there we go. Right, okay, let's press the big red button, and that's it started up. Let's go outside and see what it sounds like. Okay, I'm sure there'll be plenty more videos coming up, but for now, that is my new daily driver. Hasn't Santa been nice to me this year? From the other side, the front, right down the front here we go. Gleaming Grigio Silverstone grey. There's a black roof, creamer leather interior. Let's just have a quick walk around. 20-inch wheels with the 5-spoke like a grey colour. Rear of the car, 3 exhaust pipes in homage to the F40. Nice rear light. Okay, alright, let's have a bit more of a detailed look at it then. Starting at the front, 398mm front discs behind 20-inch 5-spoke alloys. Hi, Daniel here. You probably remember me from my catering blog. The catering's not around right now, but I thought I'd introduce you to my new daily driver, my Ferrari 458 Italia. Here it is.